from this to this. Let's see how we can do this in ZBrush. I'll go to Lightbox, open a dynamic sphere. I'll remove perspective, Control Shift and then go to brush and then change this to slice curve and then cut this from center and then Control Shift and click on the top part. I'll go to subtool, split and then split hidden. I do not need the base, so I will just delete this. Okay, W, and then I will just move this up like this. I want to adjust the shape of this kind of like this. Once I'm satisfied, I'll go to geometry and then Z remesher and then click on half. I'll click on Z remesh. I'll open my polygon fill and then check. I'll click on Z remesher a few times until I'm satisfied with my mesh. Once I'm satisfied, I'll click on D and then go to Z modeler and then I want to change polygroups for the base 3 lines. I'll just hold spacebar and then go to polygroup and then polyloop, and then whichever direction you see the orange line is pointing, that is the direction it actually does the polygroup into. So what I will do is I'll hold it like this and then I want this to follow the horizontal direction. I'll do this and then I have this 3 lines which are now having the polygroup. Now I want to extrude this polygroup. What I will do now is hold spacebar and then go to extrude and then I'll do a polygroup island and then do this and then my polygroup now is extruded. What I need to do is delete this one in the internal parts. What I'll do is Control Shift and then do this and then I'll go to subtool and then go to split hidden. So the cap and the top will be separated. I do not need this part. I'll just delete this and then OK, the internal part. Once we have this, what we need to do is create a brush that we call it Insert Mesh Brush. How do we do that? We can do it here as well, or we can go and create a new project. What I'll do is go to cylinder project and then here I'll make this polymesh 3D. I will append a ring and then with this ring I will delete the cylinder. I'll use Control Shift, slice curve and then cut this from center. Once I have this like this, I'll do a Control Shift and click and then split and then split hidden. We will have 2 parts like this. What I need to do is now rotate them. I'll click on W and then hold Shift to rotate them 90 degrees with the 15 degree of snap. So like this it will be snapped. Once we have this like this, I will just rotate them in this V pattern or V shape like this. They will be on top of each other. So I want this shape so that when I repeat them, they will overlap on each other. So we have this. Now I'll select the top and then go to merge and click on merge down and then click on OK. Once we have this, you can see we have the mesh available to us. Now we need to do is create an insert mesh brush. How will we do that? We'll see. I'll hold Alt and click on this rotation, reset rotation, and then I'll click on this change pivot. I'll change the pivot to the center of the object. I'll do a Control W as well to change the polygroup of both the assets. I'll go to brush and then click on create. I'll click on this create insert mesh brush. That will create a new brush. I do not want to append it. I want to create a new one. I'll click on new. Once we have this, what we can do is test it out. How do we do that? We'll go to the cap and then here I will click on any place. You can see that our insert mesh brush is working. But I do not want it like this. I'll just remove the symmetry option from here and then I'll go to brush and then click on create nano mesh brush, and then this will create a brush that will allow me to scatter this entire thing on this mesh. I'll hold spacebar and then the nano mesh brush is already enabled for us. And then what I need to do is, I want to do this on the polygroup all. So I'll do this. What we need to do now is Control W, make this entire one polygroup, and then click on this. This will create us the mesh. Once we have this, we have to make few changes to the NANOMESH. We can do this by going to the right side panel, go to NANOMESH, and then here we have option of alignment. First click on the align to normal, and then this will align it properly. Once we have it correctly arranged, I'll do a rotation and see they should match properly. And then with the scale we can match the density, how much we want it, and then with the X rotation and Y rotation we'll match the entire thing. For me, this is working fine. Once we have this, what I can do is go to inventory and then click to 1-2 mesh. Once we click this, this will be assigned or executed. So now the mesh is one with the cap. I'll do a Control Shift and click, and then I'll do a split hidden. So our mesh is completed.
For more such content, like and follow our page. For online and offline courses, contact ZNADO Multimedia Degree College on the number provided below. If you need more details, you can visit our website znadostudios.com.